With Washington, D.C. frowning on the wind industry, what should you expect from your wind farm?
You and I have an insatiable appetite for electricity. Come with me and we'll look at the issues relative to wind farms and the communities that they serve. This is the Windfarm Guy.
Hi, this is Dennis Stout, and thank you for joining me for this episode of the Windfarm Guy. The political climate in the U.S. in 2025, marked by the Trump administration's opposition to wind energy, poses significant risks to wind farm development. Executive actions halting new onshore and offshore wind permits on federal lands, alongside potential rollbacks of Inflation Reduction Act tax credits, create uncertainty for developers. Despite these challenges, wind companies can advance projects and pivot within the renewable energy sector through strategic adaptations. To advance existing wind projects, companies are likely to focus on private land development to bypass federal permit restrictions, as most U.S. wind farms are already on private land. Accelerating project timelines before potential policy changes, such as the phase-out of tax credits, is another tactic, with wind turbine manufacturers noting a spike in orders as companies rush to secure incentives. Strengthening state-level partnerships in regions with supportive policies like New York and California can also sustain momentum, leveraging state renewable energy targets and streamlined regulations. Additionally, repowering aging wind farms, that is, upgrading or replacing older turbines with more efficient models, offers a way to boost output without new permits. Pivoting within the renewable energy sector, wind companies can diversify into solar energy, which is currently the cheapest and most deployed renewable energy globally. With a 4% compound annual growth rate from 2021 to 2024 compared to wind's slowdown. Firms already active in both wind and solar can shift investments to capitalize on solar's cost advantages and faster permitting processes. Battery storage is another promising avenue, addressing wind's intermittency issues and enhancing grid reliability. Companies with portfolios, including solar and storage, are well positioned to integrate these technologies. Offshore wind, despite the challenges, remain viable in regions with strong state support. Technological innovation can mitigate risks and open new markets. Developing floating offshore wind turbines, as pursued in Europe and parts of the U.S. West Coast, unlock deeper water sites, expanding feasible locations. Investments in R&D for larger, more efficient turbines can lower costs and improve competitiveness. Additionally, wind companies can explore corporate power purchase agreements to secure private sector demand and reduce reliance on government support. To counter local opposition, which affects 17% of U.S. wind projects, companies can enhance community engagement, emphasizing economic benefits like job creation. Wind and solar jobs grew 12 times faster in the U.S. economy in 2016 and addressing concerns about aesthetics or property values. Finally, international expansion into markets like China, which led global wind capacity additions in 2023 with 76 gigawatts, or Europe with its ambitious 420 gigawatt target by 2030, offers growth opportunities amid U.S. uncertainties and imposed import tariffs. If you like what I've said today, be sure and click like and subscribe below. If you have thoughts or want me to address a particular topic relative to wind farms, please also leave me a comment. By focusing on private land, repowering, state partnerships, diversifying into solar and storage, and expanding into more favorable international markets, wind companies can navigate the current political headwinds, emphasizing innovation, Community engagement and international markets will further bolster resilience, ensuring wind remains a key player in the renewable energy transition despite domestic challenges. This is Dennis Stout, and I'm the Windfarm Guy.
Thank you for watching. Working together, we can make good energy decisions and save our planet. I am the Windfarm Guy.